Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Sean Cecil, and today we're going to talk about the roller coasters of life. So, I don't know if you guys have ever been to a theme park, been on a roller coaster. It's a lot of fun to go up and down, all that kind of stuff. I enjoy it. Some people don't. But I do know that when it comes to life and it comes to your career and your income and your happiness and all these other things, people don't like roller coasters. People, I've talked to people who make, they'll make $500,000 a year and then they'll make nothing. Right. I've talked to people who have been millionaires and then are $300,000 in debt. And sometimes they'll go up and down and up and down and up and down repeatedly. Right. And they'll go through these really dark periods and they'll pull everything together. They'll get back on the thing and then they'll fall right back down again. Right. Now, most people do not have a risk tolerance where they enjoy that. Most people prefer a little bit more stability. So the question is, how do you get there? Because it sucks if you're on top of the world and then you go to nothing and you're living in a basement. It sucks when you've got everything together and then it all falls apart and you're looking back on, the wonders of days gone by, right? And you have this nostalgia and this woe is me because it used to be so good. It sucks to do this up and down and up and down and up and down because it takes a toll on you. It burns you out, and then you get into this state where if things are good, you're always afraid, well, what happens when I might lose it again? I lost it last time and the time before that. How can I keep it? There's a podcast I listen to and the guy says, especially for entrepreneurs, it's easy for many people to make money. It's really hard for them to keep it because most people who end up doing really well, they have a certain degree of risk tolerance and then, it can all blow up. That's just in the whole entrepreneurial game. And so, even if it's not as an entrepreneur, even if it's just as an employee, people can be doing really well and then things go south at their job and they have a personality conflict with their boss or someone and then they get fired and then they don't know what to do. And it's, hey, I was making $200,000, $300,000 a year and now I can't find a new job. And then they have the post-burnout stress disorder that I described in one of my previous videos and they struggle to start that new job. Right. And this up and down roller coaster just really takes it out of people. Now, here is the fundamental belief, though, that keeps people stuck is they believe that they don't need to fix it until they're in crisis mode. That is a horrible decision because by the time you're in crisis mode, you're not able to fix it. You don't have the psychological assets to fix it. You don't have the financial capital to make investments in yourself to fix it. You are normally stuck in a scarcity mentality at the bottom, which prevents you from doing the deeper work that's needed to deal with the root cause and move out of that place. The best time to fix it is not at the bottom when you're in panic and fear and your cortisol has spiked and you're in fight or flight survival mode. That's the worst time to fix it because you're not able to. Now, so many people refuse to try and fix it because fixing the underlying problem of that roller coaster, there's something misaligned in you, right? There's something where, you have blocks from previously in your life, or you have beliefs that are holding you back, or you're not clear on your purpose or something, right? Maybe you have aspects of your personality that cause friction with other people that you haven't addressed, whatever it is, whatever that root cause is, right? If you just ignore it whenever things are in crisis, then you're never going to fix it. Because when things are in crisis, you're not trying to fix it. And when things are in crisis, you're not able to fix it. So the only way that you can fix it is to fix it when you're not in crisis, right? That's the truth, is that you have to not be in that crisis state when it comes time to fix it. And so if you look at, again, if you just imagine a roller coaster, if the bottom isn't the time to fix it, when is? Well, when you're going back up, that's not the best time to fix it either, because whatever you're doing that's pushing you back up that roller coaster, you want to keep on doing that. Like just, listen, you've been in hell, you're fighting your way out. Whatever you're doing is working. Don't give up on that, because when it comes to fixing this, I'm going to tell you, it's not going to be easy. Whatever it is, if it's something where it's created a life pattern, it's normally not an easy fix. It's something that requires time, introspection, assistance, all that kind of stuff. So if whatever you're doing is working and you're moving up, great. Keep doing that. Now, the best time to fix it is when you're at the top, when you say, okay, great. I've climbed out of hell. I'm here at the top. Things are going good. I know I have this pattern for the rest. It's something that's been with me for my whole life. So now that I'm at the top, this is the best time to fix it, is to make sure that I never fall down again. Now, most people don't do this. Most people, when they're at the top, say, oh, great, I've won. It's cool. I don't have to worry about it anymore, right? Which may be true and may not be true. I found that normally it's not true. If you had that pattern in the past, normally it repeats itself. But there's a second time. The second best time to fix it is once things start going downhill. So if you're doing great and things start going downhill, that is, you've got a clear signal. Hey, listen, it's time to take action. This is about to implode. This is already, falling off. Now is the best time for me to fix it so that this is the last time it goes down. Now, what most people do is they let it start going downhill, and then they just go, oh, well, hopefully it will get better. Hopefully it will get better. Hopefully it will get better. And even though there's a signal clearly staring them in the face that, hey, they're back on that downhill slide of the roller coaster again, they try to put it off. And then they put it off and they put it off and they put it off until they're in crisis and they can't put it off anymore. And then they're trapped and they don't have the ability to fix the root cause. They only have the ability to fix the superficial cause because they waited until it was too late. So the best time to fix it is either when you're at the top and you're worried about, hey, listen, I don't want to lose this. I want to deal with the root cause. That's the best time. But the second best time, and the time that most people are going to be able to capitalize on this, is when things start to go down. As soon as it starts, as soon as it begins, that's the time to intervene. As soon as you start to see the first warning signs, do not wait, because otherwise you'll be back at the bottom again, and then you'll be stuck. So when you do fix this, though, it brings a lot of benefits. So when you have that stability, then instead of going up, down, up, down, up, down, you just start going steadily up, right? It's a continuous growth pattern. And yeah, it'll be, there'll be little fluctuations here and there, but it's like the stock market without recessions. Imagine if you could have a stock market portfolio and there was never going to be a recession. Yeah, there's this thing on the odd day where it goes down a little bit, okay, a little bit of a correction, but it just kept going up. Like, that's what it can be. And in some cases, it can just go full force exponential. I mean, if you look at, in my business, right, it's from 2017 to 2018, it tripled, right? And it's on track to double again this year or more, depending on how certain things play out. So, that's this kind of exponential increase. I mean, that's wonderful. That's where you want to be. But if you don't deal with those root causes, you'll never get there. You'll just end up on the roller coaster again. So everybody, hope you enjoyed this. Hope this provided some insight. I know that I've talked to a lot of people who've been on these roller coasters. If you want to dive into this a little bit more, I'm doing something new, right? Rather than what I used to do, what I've done is I have a free presentation for you guys. So if you guys want to dive into this more and look at how you can take your careers and take them to the next level and fix these kinds of problems and deal with these root causes, then I want you to go to this link, www.oculusinstitute.com/workshop. So what it's going to do is it's going to redirect you to a registration page for a free presentation, totally free. Watch that presentation. It will give you a lot of free info that's super helpful. If you liked this video, you're going to love this presentation. It's about 50 minutes long, I think, 45 or 50 minutes long. You can soak up that information. And then at the end, there is a very special invite to actually jump on the phone with me. But you have to go watch the presentation before you do that, right? Because I want to make sure that we get the most out of that call. And if in fact you do want to jump on the call, if you don't, then just absorb the free information and have fun. If you do, then we can jump on the call and we'll be able to really get the most out of it. So I'm looking forward to talking to you guys. Definitely go check out that workshop. I hope you love it. I hope you get even more value, and I will see you guys in a couple days. Farewell. Have a good one.